You're listening to The Monetized Mom, the podcast that teaches moms of faith how to monetize their expertise online to create influence, impact, income, and more importantly, financial independence. I'm your host, Flo Alexander. Let's chat. Hey mama, if you are tuned into this episode, you're probably looking to grow your coaching business. Well, you are in luck. I just released a new training on how to launch a high-ticket program that clients will pay thousands for, even if you don't have your program created. Now, you can access it now at themonetizedmom.com/training. That's themonetizedmom.com/training. Again, that's themonetizedmom.com/training. Now, let's get on with the show. So today, I am going to be talking about how to create a curriculum for your coaching program. And this is honestly is more than just talking about creating a curriculum for your coaching program, though that's going to be the meat of it. It's really about creating the foundation for your business, even beyond a coaching program. So your coaching curriculum is the framework, it's the methodical steps, the lesson, so to speak, that you are taking your clients through to get their transformation. So when you think about a curriculum, think about, say, you're in school, for instance, right? When you are in school, there is a curriculum that you are learning from. So if you have kids, then your kids are learning from a curriculum. And the intent of a curriculum is to help people get to this learning objective and outcome. So if the learning objective for your kindergarten kid is to be able to identify their letters, know their numbers, be able to spell their name, do sight reading and all that stuff. I'm not a teacher, so I don't know if this is the case. But if that is the objective, there is going to be a curriculum that they have that they walk them through throughout the school year in order for them to be able to master those things. When you are a coach, you have to understand that coaching is about developing people. It is about developing people and giving them the tools that they need to not just have tactical tools, but they have the tools to think. Right. So coaching is about developing people and giving them the tools to think and not just the tactics to do. So if you think of yourself as a teacher, which you should, if you are a coach, you are giving people the tools necessary to think. That means that you're not just telling them what to do, right? You want to teach a man how to fish and you don't want to just hand them the fish ultimately. So you're teaching frameworks and you're teaching principles, and then you're showing the actual practical application of those principles and those frameworks as it relates to that person's individual unique needs in their individual unique lives, businesses, whatever area you're coaching in. So remember, again, coaching is about developing people, giving them the tools to think and not just the tactics to do. So when you're thinking about your coaching program and your coaching business, you need to be thinking about what are the frameworks, what are the fundamental frameworks, what are the fundamental principles that I need to be teaching these people and having them learn so that they can ultimately be successful in getting the transformation beyond me, right? And then what are also the tactical tools and strategies that they need so that they can practically apply something to get those intended results. So a curriculum allows you to be able to do those things simultaneously. You're able to give them a framework, you're able to give them the principles so that they can think, right, beyond you, beyond your program, but then you're also giving them the tactical things to show mastery. What are the things that they need to do to show mastery? These are the tools and strategies that they're actually going to execute. So that is what your curriculum for your coaching program is. It is getting someone to a learning outcome and an objective so that they can show mastery in whatever it is. So when we think about your program promise, if your program promise is for people to be able to, I don't know, lose weight, right? Health coaching. So if your program promise say you're going to help them lose 30 pounds, well, there are some things that they need to be able to know beyond working with you, right? They need to understand how to eat healthy. They need to understand how to choose the proper foods. They need to understand exercising and the importance and the different types of exercising and so that they can be successful beyond you. So that is the curriculum, so to speak, that you take them through is nutrition and health, exercising, all those different things, and then the practical application of it while they're working with you so that they can get the results that you're promising. So that is what a program curriculum is. Now, the why you do this, I just gave you the why, right? You want to be able to teach people how to think and so that they can be successful beyond you. But not only that, is because your curriculum becomes intellectual property for your business, which means it is the foundation for you to be able to do a lot of other things. When you have a proprietary framework, when you have a proprietary curriculum or process, that is something that you can take into a coaching program to walk with people to get them a transformation. But it is also something that you can turn into a course that people can take on their own. It is something that you can turn into a book that people can purchase and learn from you that way. It is something that you can turn into a speaking topic that you can use to be able to reach the masses and have opportunities to be able to present your ideas and your thoughts, and be able to provide support in that way. So when you think about creating a coaching curriculum, it is not just about having something for your coaching program. Your coaching curriculum goes beyond that. This is intellectual property that can literally be transformed into a number of different things that you can use to grow your business, to create multiple streams of income and impact people in different ways. Because the reality is, not everyone is going to join your coaching program. Some people would rather buy a course. Some people would rather read a book. Some people would rather hear you speak. And we know that there are different levels of transformation that happens within those different mediums of learning and developing. However, it provides an opportunity for you to use each of those avenues to be able to present the work, the information that you have to get people the transformation that they need. Okay. So the what is the curriculum, the framework, the methodology we're using to get people to an intended outcome, a learning objective, some kind of mastery of something, right? The why is because it one is it's intellectual property for you and your business, but the other thing is that it allows you to be able to help create repeatable, predictable results for your clients. So if you are walking your clients through the same process every single time, right, you can expect the same outcome, assuming that they are at the relatively same starting point, right? So I know with health and wellness, like so many factors come into play, but just imagine if you are working with people who are around the same amount of weight, they may be overweight, same kind of lifestyle or whatever, and you put them on a similar like framework of what they need to do, they probably will get similar results, right? So this allows you to have repeatable, predictable results for your clients, which makes things easier and allows you to leverage, right? So when if you are doing one-on-one coaching, you're customizing a lot of stuff. But when you have that framework and you have that curriculum and you know exactly one, two, three, four, five, six, seven things that people need to get do to A to from A to Z, you minimize the amount of customization that you have to have, and you're able to leverage that and be able to support more people at the same time without having to do individual customization. Now, that is great for business. However, this is probably the fault in the school system in that we have these curriculums that are meant for the masses, right? So that you can leverage the same thing everyone's learning. However, students learn differently. And so in business, it works because you're able to identify those clients that you want to work with. You know where they need to be emotionally, mentally, where they need to be physically, financially in order to get the results. So you can kind of cherry pick who's going to go through your program, and therefore you can almost predict the results and know that they will get benefit from the curriculum that you're using. Whereas in the school setting, it really doesn't make sense because everyone has different learning styles. Everyone is different. So everything isn't going to work for everyone. So the downside and the upside of a curriculum, it works in business, doesn't work well in the educational system. Okay. So how do you create this curriculum? So we just said that a curriculum is really the learning, you getting to the overall mastery of a particular topic or a subject, right? So when I teach my clients how to create a curriculum within my own coaching program, The first thing that we look at is what is the intended outcome of this program? What are you promising people? What is the transformation? What is the quantifiable, tangible transformation that people are going to get from this program? And then from there, we backtrack and figure out what are those incremental steps that need to happen in order for them to get that end result. So when we're creating that curriculum, we're literally breaking down what are the steps that get them from point A to point C, right? Because one thing I teach my clients is we don't go all the way to point Z. You focus on the one result that you can get people, the one transformation, so that you can be laser focused and get those results. But what are the incremental steps that are necessary to get them from point A to point C? And we break those things down. And at each of those different points, at each of those different milestones, right? We have learning objectives that the people who are going through that process need to understand, right? What is the learning objective? What did you want them to learn out of what you're teaching them? So if you are, again, let's use the health coaching example. If you are a health coach, what is the purpose of teaching them about nutrition? Well, the purpose is so that they can go out and make smarter decisions about their meals. They're able to identify things that are healthy for them, things that are unhealthy. They're able to create meals that are going to be aligned with the goals that they have. So you have these learning objectives, the point, what it is that you want them to learn from that particular module, so to speak. We develop that learning objective. What is the learning objective that you want them to be able to gain from that? Beyond that, the learning objective, we have to have some kind of learning outcome. What is the outcome, right? What, after going through this module, after going through the lessons that you have created from them, what is the expected outcome that they should get from that? So you, as the coach, as the teacher, you should know what the outcome should be, right? What is the outcome after they learn that particular subject? So for instance, today, the outcome is for you to know what a curriculum is, why you need a curriculum, and how to actually create a curriculum. So the outcome should be that you know how to create a curriculum, what it is, and why you need it. So for everything that you do when it comes to coaching, there has to be a why. Why do they need to do this? Why do they need to know this? How does this align with the bigger scheme, the bigger objective, the bigger goal that they have for themselves? So when you are thinking about your coaching program, everything has to have a why. Why am I teaching them this? Why do they need to know it? And what should be the outcome of all of this? That's what you need to know when it comes to your curriculum and to your coaching program. And knowing this and going through this process of really asking yourself, well, why do they need this? How does this line up with the overall objective? This allows you to streamline your program to only focus on the things that truly matter. A lot of times you may find a course, or you may have even been in a program where it's just a bunch of stuff that's unnecessary. They got all these modules talking about stuff that ain't saying nothing, that leads to nothing. Asking these questions when you're developing your curriculum makes you really hone down on those things that are really important. Is this relevant to the results that they have? And this is one critical thing that I do with my clients when they are developing their curriculum. Because I come from a background of continuous improvement, lean manufacturing, I'm always trying to figure out what is the leanest way to do something. Let's cut out all the waste and really get to the meat of what we're trying to accomplish. And the one thing that we do is we walk through, they'll list out what their objectives are, what their lessons are going to be in their modules, and I have them list out, okay, what's the objective? What's the point of this lesson? And if we go through that curriculum and I see that this has nothing to do with the overall goal that they're trying to accomplish, we're going to cut it out, because now we're wasting time, and we don't want to waste people's time, because when they are investing in these programs, in high ticket coaching programs, they are looking to get fast results. They want to eliminate the waste and they want to get fast results. So it's on you to be able to take out the things that don't matter and really focus on those things that are going to get them the results that they are looking for. So why do they need to know this? Why are you teaching them this? What is the outcome of them learning this, or knowing this, or learning this skill, or knowing this thing? Okay. And then the last component of an effective curriculum for your coaching program is to actually have your clients be able to show mastery of what you've just taught them. And mastery is indicative, or getting results is an indication that one, your curriculum works and is solid, but two, that they have mastered the framework and the principles that you have taught them and the practical application of it. So they have to show mastery. This means that they are getting the results that you have promised as a part of your program. So when you are building a program, a curriculum based program, there needs to be learning objectives. There needs to be a stated outcome of why, what it is, why they're doing this and what they're going to get out of it. And then more importantly, they have to be able to show mastery of what you just taught them. And the way that you show mastery through coaching is that they are able to get the transformation and the outcome that you have promised from your program. And if your curriculum, your learning objectives, all the lessons and all the activities and actions and stuff they have to take don't lead them to that transformation, then you need to adjust your curriculum. So, again, the reason that we do a curriculum is because one, it's intellectual property for your business that you can leverage to do other things, write books, speaking engagements, courses, you name it, right? That's one reason. The second reason is because it allows you to get your clients repeatable and predictable results because you're walking them through a process. But the way that you create this curriculum is knowing what the end result or the transformation it is that you're promising your clients and breaking those down into incremental steps that get them there. The important thing about this, the important thing about the framework, the important thing about the curriculum is that you have to have reason for everything that you're doing within there. What is the learning objective? What is the outcome of that particular learning objective? And how are they going to show mastery of that? And ultimately, the ultimate sign of mastery and the ultimate sign of the effectiveness of your program for the right people is that they actually get the results that they came to you for. Okay. So that is how you create a curriculum for your coaching program such that your clients are able to get repeatable results and such that you are able to have intellectual property in your business that you can use for so many other things. As always, I hope that you found this episode helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. And with that, I'll talk to you in the next episode.